Yo, it's your dude Tank Lip. Let me talk to y'all on some real shit, okay? Let's get like a little better view there. Alright? Take a good look at my pretty face when I'm talking to you. Alright, here's the deal. On some real talk. Okay, we put a lot of stock into the Bible. Alright? Through time, from the point it was allegedly written. Okay, and I just want to point out some variables to this equation of a book that we put so much stock into as the truth, the light, and is actually like a key element to the war going on around us, because so many people disagree with this version of the Bible or this book, all right, and all this and that regarding these books that compose or make up the Bible. Think of it like this. I'm going to bring it into layman's terms for y'all. Hang on one second. Hey, I'll be down in a sec. No. I don't, okay. Okay, so then you need more time? Listen, I'm on a video. Now, as soon as you get here. Bye. Okay. Nothing like... Actually, that happens every time. When I get on some, like, real shit, I call that interference, like, literally. As I'm about to give y'all the real light, the real truth. Okay, there's always some interference, and there was a freaking phone call. Alright, and you try to get off, like, okay, whatever you have to say, great, I agree with you. Gotta go. Nope. They want to fucking keep you on the fucking phone. Interference. Just like the fucking Bible. Okay? And there's actually people warring in the world, alright, blowing some shit up because of disagreements. I mean, now it's so intertwined, no one realizes it's really a fight over the Bible. Disagreements in the truth or light as it's supposedly written in the Bible. There's been so many different chapters and layers to how things have played out. No one even fucking realizes it's over the fucking Bible. Let me just put it into layman's terms. That's where we were at, right? Right? But you thought I had dementia? You thought they could interfere? And I didn't know that where I would pick up from where I left off? Boom! Nah, sharpness. You keep this sharp. Listen. Real close. Let me put it into layman's terms for y'all that put so much stock into a Bible. Remember the yearbook in high school? Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but you take a look into, and maybe it's a little bit different in 2017, but back in 98 when I was graduating from high school, so we had 97, 96, 95 and 94, some shit if I got left back one of those years, or basically 94 to 98, any one of those fucking yearbooks from my high school, correct me if I'm wrong, the popular kids controlled shit. Not only did they get to ham it up, and they were the popular kids, alright, they were the ones controlling the morning TV and the morning news. Right? Were they not the ones that had their fucking pull in the morning news that you watched from your homeroom and the news came on? Who were the fucking anchors of that TV show? It was like two of the popular kids, and then they flipped to a skit. Who's in there? Scott Farrell, the class clown comedian, popular kid. Right? Sorry, Scott, for throwing you in here. You can get some royalties when this video blows up and gets viral. All right, for mentioning your name. He's probably the real Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell's probably not even real. He's probably a character spun off a spawn of Scott Ferrell. Well, anyway, too many tangents here. Listen, the popular kids controlled the TV. They got to ham it up in the lunchroom. It was the popular kids that were on whatever side of the cafeteria, all right? And Geeky McSchmeeky sitting over on the other side of the cafeteria wishes he was sitting with all the popular kids. Okay. All right. In the yearbook, who are all the pictures of? They control the yearbook staff. They've got the popular kids are in the yearbook. The people, the staff composing the yearbook, the editors. Okay. There's pictures that go into certain parts. All right. So Geeky McSchmeeky gets his picture for the year is in with, alphabetical order. You'll find him, Geeky McSchmeeky, somewhere in the 50 pages of the yearbook that just show the pictures. But all the other pages of the yearbook, when you start getting to the athletes, all right, football team, wrestling team, this and that, the random pictures, this is really the main point. All those random pictures in the yearbook, isn't it always of different shots of all the different popular kids? How often is Geeky McSchmeeky centerfold on one of the pages? Like, hey guys, you know this one, you know this guy, right? Everyone wants to look at a picture of this guy. No, it's one of the popular kids. So the point is, no one knows what Geeky McSchmeeky was doing. All right? What's being covered is the lives of the people that are center stage, the popular crowd, the jocks, the athletes, the preps, whoever fucking composed the popular crowd. So let's bring it back to the beginning of times when this alleged book, this Bible, was written. How many fucking characters are really in all these different versions or books of the Bible? How many fucking characters are really in there? Isn't it always the same Paul, the same John? How many different Moseses are there? How many different Jesus? I mean, add up all the fucking characters. It's no different than me bringing it back to layman's terms right now and explaining that a yearbook of 1998 Oviedo High School, which really was a class of, let's say, 1,500 students, who's really being showcased in there? The same fucking 150 popular kids, right? They're getting their ham time. They're hamming it up as though Geeky McSchmeeky never existed. So we put so much stock into a Bible of like the truth and the light of how it all began and how it's going to end and this and that at every stage and chapter of life. Meanwhile, how many characters are really being covered? You trying to tell me that if let's say the Bible is composed of 1,000 different characters, that back then there were only 1,000 people alive on Earth or wherever is being inhabited, whatever it was called back then, whatever land or soil these characters were roaming on. If it was Rome, whatever. You're telling me there was only 1,000 people? No, the Bible is covering whatever characters were in the popular group. Okay, Moses and Jesus and John and Abraham and whoever the fuck you want to call them. Apparently they had more clout. Did that mean Geeky McSchmeeky wasn't around back then? Just because Geeky McSchmeeky wasn't being reported on in the Bible back in the beginning of times, how do we know he didn't have the super sperm? And just nobody knew him. And he's fucking bitches left and right. Eve's getting it. Fucking Mary's getting it. Everyone's getting it from Geeky McSchmeeky. But the popular crowd back then didn't fucking know Geeky McSchmeeky. Okay? So he gets no clout in the Bible. As far as the Bible goes, Geeky McSchmeeky didn't exist. No. Geeky McSchmeeky might be the reason why we're still here. Yet we hold on to the truth of some book that was written a long time ago that might be no more contrived than a fucking 1998 Oviedo High School yearbook. Are you getting the point here? I hope so. Because I love some Geeky McSchmeeky. And I want more of them.